Whoa, shopping is actually tiring. What the actual? It's kind of nice to have like a whole apartment to myself. I really feel like an adult now. Good morning, guys. It's our second day in London. It's currently 6 o'clock, but I'm gonna change then wait until my family wakes up. And while I wait for that, I'm gonna do some editing, which I haven't done yesterday, which I kind of had to do because I'm a little behind on editing the video for this week, which is my monthly review, which you will have already seen, hopefully. But yeah, let's get our day started before her family wakes up. It's gonna be a pretty chill day, I think, but let's see. Where to start? Well, as someone who loves traveling, it has been hard not having the possibility to travel whenever you wanted, but it has made me be more thankful about me having the opportunity to actually travel this year with my family. To be honest, I really needed them. My backpack is packed, now it's time to go. Around this time last year, I was not in the best place in my life. Actually, quite the opposite. I might call it the worst place I've ever been, and hopefully the worst I will ever be. I was burned out and I didn't even know it, and if I did, I hid it well. Not only from others, but also from myself. I needed a break, but instead of taking one, I pushed harder and harder and harder. I thought I was strong, but in reality, I had never been so weak. I was constantly being complimented by people. Both my family and friends would say stuff like, "Oh, I wish I could have that ambition. How do you do it? How can you be so productive?" I wish I would never need a break again. Today, grinding 24/7 is adored in our society. The harder and the more you work, the more successful you'll be, right? Who needs breaks? Who needs holidays? If you take one, then you're lazy, a lost cause, or simply a failure. But guess what? Breaks, holidays, and chill days are okay. You need them, I need them, everyone needs them. Taking a day off won't make you lazy. Traveling to another country for a week to relax doesn't automatically mean you're lost. And putting a break on whatever you're doing because you feel tired doesn't mean you have failed as a human being. Quite the contrary. Taking breaks allows your mind to wander, to reset, and come back refreshed and ready to go. I wish someone would have told me that it was okay for me to take a deep breath and let my lungs be filled with air they desperately needed at that time. I wished I would have known that there was more to life than working non-stop for something that in the end, despite all my efforts, ended up pushing me almost to a breaking point. I wish I could go back and choose to go out partying at 12 instead of being asleep because tomorrow I had to study early, go to school, train, do homework, do more studying, do extra homework, and do the whole thing again the following day. Choose going to a restaurant with my family without worrying that I was a bad student, a bad daughter, and an overall bad human being. Because if I was not giving my 150% to my studies, then I was 100% gonna fail. I wish I knew that having these moments to relax would have not caused any harm, but instead would have given me the energy I needed to get back even stronger. So yeah, I used to hate taking breaks, and summer holidays were the only exception where I allowed myself to relax for a week, but even then, I took my school books and would be studying and doing homework at the airport, the plane, or when we were sitting down in a restaurant and I had nothing to do. I was so afraid to let my guard down that I carried a constant worry that I put on myself because I felt like that was what society wanted me to do. But what did I want to do? To this day, I don't know. And I will probably never know because I can't go back and change what happened. I can only look into the future and say that I want to let myself experience the moment with my family, my friends, and even myself. We have to stop demonizing breaks. I realized that during lockdown, which unfortunately gave me the excuse to lock myself into a shell of never-ending work, constant mental exhaustion, and endless worries. From now on, I want to learn to love doing nothing. I want to learn to just be with my thoughts. I want to learn to accept rest. Our brains need rest. Our minds need rest. And our souls need the rest too. So why should we not have them? What can truly happen when we allow ourselves to just be by ourselves? Well, I'll tell you. Rest allows us to feel joy. Rest allows us to make wonderful memories. But most importantly, rest allows us to feel free. Free from expectations. Free from everyday worries. Free from life. So I want to feel tired. I want to feel like I need a break. Good morning, guys. It's the next day. It's our third day in England. On a final day. Tomorrow is going to be the final day. Anyways, yesterday we reunited with my dad for dinner. He finally came all the way down to London. And today, my brother, my dad, and my mom are going to go to concert which they have been meaning to go in a while. I'm not really a concert girl, so I'm just gonna sit at home and then do some editing because today I have to upload a video and it's not done. I tried to do as much as I could yesterday, but I still need to add a lot to it, so hopefully I can finish it today. Otherwise I'll figure something out. We're gonna aim for today, of course, because it's Saturday. So I'm just gonna wake up before my family as always. Right now I'm gonna, just do a little morning routine, and then of course I'm not gonna go for a walk because I don't have my dog, which I am missing her so much. But then I'm just gonna do some editing, and then my family will probably wake up in about an hour. Today I woke up a bit later because I was so tired. Yesterday I went to sleep at 12 o'clock, I think. I was so tired. I was like, I'm not gonna wake up at 6. No way. So let's start our morning. Yeah, once my family wakes up, I think we're gonna go shopping or something. Or shopping, I know. It's like I've lived in England, so I kind of don't want to do touristy stuff in England. Shopping it is, I guess. To buy all the stuff we can't buy where we are currently living. Anyways, let's go. Oh, don't want to. Before, I used to think that taking a break meant I had quit, that I had given up on what I was doing. A break was a sign that I had failed. I had to learn the hard way that resting is not equal to quitting, but not resting is going to lead to a point where you just might quit. Today's fit: white pants, yellow shirt, matching with my phone. Yes. Then, as always, I'm gonna take my vitamins and then I'm gonna wash my face and do my morning routine and then do my hair because it's a mess already. Anyways, let's just get going. Our bodies and our brains can only handle so much pressure, so much work, so much baggage. I didn't realize that I was not unbreakable until my life began falling apart, until I became a slave to my own high expectations to outperform every time. I got stuck on the vicious cycle and I didn't even know it. Work, studying, homework. It was all that was on my mind. I forgot to take care of myself, thinking that this was my future self problem. If I do all the work now, I'll have time to rest after. That's what I would repeat myself every day and every night. But the rabbit didn't win the race. The turtle did. The rabbit took one break at the end, while the turtle carefully pushed his way to the end, while resting when needed. We all know the moral, the story of the turtle and the rabbit. Slow and steady wins the race. But if we know this, why do we, as we grow, tend to forget this simple moral and decide that it's best to always try our best to be ahead of the rest, pushing ourselves to the limit constantly and forgetting to enjoy the simple things in life?
This is actually quite good.
Because I worried so much about always getting an A in every test, despite being a practice test, I forgot to live in the present. I was always thinking about the future, a moment that no one truly knows if it's ever going to come. So I'm back home after I went shopping alone for a bit. But yeah, now my parents and my brother, they've gone to their concert of Guns and Roses. Right now I'm just gonna chill at home. I'm gonna take a little nap of maybe 5 minutes just to quickly get my energy back, and then I'm gonna edit for a bit. Sorry. And then I'm gonna upload. Yeah, probably chill and watch some Netflix or something. I've met some lovely people actually. I went to the Lululemon store. People there were very kind, and I talked with this employee. She recommended me some stuff. I went to this little cafe where the owner was apparently from Copenhagen. I talked to one of the employees and he was very nice. And I went to a Waterstone as well, because I cannot stop myself when I see a Waterstone. I just have to go in there. But I didn't buy any books because I didn't have any money left. I forgot my credit card at home, so I couldn't buy anything. Anyways, now I'm chilling at home alone. And yeah, now I'm gonna go take the little nap and then do the editing. That's the plan. Yes, let's go. So it's currently 8:30 and I've uploaded the video. Oh my god, I did it somehow. It took me 3 hours. Yeah, actually 4 almost. No, 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to finish editing. I didn't know it was gonna take that long, but I wanted to do something before I had dinner, but I'm gonna make dinner. So we're gonna do something with what we currently have, because tomorrow we are traveling to Spain. So there's some of the foods that we cannot bring with us. Basically, I'm gonna make something with these lentils. And then I have some bread here. Like, I had like 3 big pieces for breakfast because it's so good with my yogurt. Ooh, okay, concentrate. Oh, I can't. And then I'm gonna use spinach that I have here. And then some mushrooms. And then we're gonna finish some of the broccolini. And then have some avocado with that. That sounds like a good dinner. So let's get cooking. Maybe I'm not in the smartest of outfits because these pants are white. So I'm gonna change to my black leggings and then we can actually begin. Let's quickly do that. It's kind of nice to have like a whole apartment to myself. I really feel like an adult now. Anyway, let's change. I talk too much and I should probably have dinner because I'm gonna go to sleep soon. Because tomorrow we have to wake up very early. So the future is so distant. Yet most of us prioritize its existence over the present memories we can make. I've never been a planner, despite me trying to be productive and organized 24/7. That is not me. That is what society has told me that I should be. The real me is a mess. The real me can't keep her room organized for more than a week. The real me thrives in the unplanned. The real me has a million thoughts running through her mind all day and all night. The real me is not perfect. She will never be. But that doesn't make her any less than if she was. I'm allowed to mess up. And I'm allowed to take a break when I need it. So listen up, people. A break is not going to stop all your progress. Sure, it might push you a few steps back, but getting to the place where you left off will be much easier the second time around. If only my younger self knew that when she felt stuck, all she needed to do was stop, close her eyes, breathe in, breathe out, and rest for a bit, instead of pushing through the mental burnout, which in the end never really helped her. It only made matters worse. It only made her more tired to continue. So I finished dinner, so it's time to brush my teeth. And then I'm just gonna go to sleep. And it's almost 10 o'clock, so we need to hurry this up. Actually, I have to pack a bit before going to sleep. So I'm gonna do that, and then it should all be ready for tomorrow. Our flight leaves at like 12. Anyways, good night. See you tomorrow. So I've packed my luggage already. That's my bag. And now we're gonna go to sleep finally. See you tomorrow. That's all I want to say. It's about 10:50, I think. So I'm gonna go to sleep now. See you tomorrow. Again. In the end, I was forced to take a break. I was so used to pushing myself non-stop that despite me reaching the point of mental exhaustion and having my well-being hang on a thread, I was still unable to see that I needed to stop and take a proper break from everything. I was forced to put pause on my life, and in doing that, I was also forced to not have the opportunity to make a million marvelous memories with the ones I loved most that could have happened if only I had taken a break before. If only, if only. We all have stuff that we regret having done or not having done. It's part of being human. But while mine would probably be not having taken a break, I hope that it will never be yours. So if I've learned anything these past few years, is to take that damn break when my mind is tired. Not because it is running on 2 hours of sleep, but because it needs time off to restart refresh, and reevaluate. Because now I know that will come back eventually. So yeah, while the holidays might suck because they put a hole in our goals or because they make us regress, they are still needed. Apparently, people like Steve Jobs, who is known to be a productivity genius, also took breaks. So if someone like Steve Jobs takes breaks and knows he needs them, why can you take a break? Why can I not take a break? The answer is we can and we have to. But I'm not here to tell you what you can or cannot do. Heck, I hate it so much when people tell me I have to do something, and in the end I always do the opposite of what I'm being told. But hey, that is just my stubborn ADHD brain that doesn't like to be told what to do. Joking aside, I have to be honest here and say that I still find it quite hard to rest. The words break or holidays or nothing still make me anxious. They still give me this feeling that if I'm not doing something, then I'm falling behind and I will never be able to catch up. So I still have a long way to go before I am comfortable in doing nothing. I am still learning that sitting still is normal, learning that looking at nothing is okay, learning that enjoying every little moment is what truly brings me joy, especially if I get to have them together with my family. This holiday was one of the longest ones we have had in a while. It was one of the chillest ones we have had, where we almost didn't go to any museums like we used to do on our previous holidays, and we chose to plan the day ahead during breakfast instead of the week before we had to travel. It was the holiday my family and I didn't even know we needed until it was over, until we were back home looking back at the happy memories, forgetting any small fight we had, until we were back to our old routine of working or studying. And I'm happy to say that I tried my best to forget my worries and to forget that I, for the first time, didn't get an A star in my last exam, because at this moment, all that truly mattered to me was to be present with my family and experience something that I might never get the chance of doing again. Now, not to sound like I'm wise beyond my years or that somehow I have finally figured out my life, because trust me, I have no clue. But I've come to realize something very important about rest. And that is that once I allowed myself to rest and stopped seeing it as the enemy of progress, but as its best friend, that is when I have begun seeing progress in my studies, in my hobbies, in my goals. Overall, rest has given me the possibility to slowly find myself, to see that waiting can be as beneficial as taking action, and sometimes even be the better choice. So I have a little challenge for you guys. Choose a day, just any day this week, and clear the schedule for that day. Let yourself rest, and you never know, but that day will just become the best day of your life. Because if I've learned anything from these holidays, is that once we don't plan something, that is where the best memories and the ones we will treasure the most happen. Therefore guys, stop seeing rest as the enemy, but see it as the best friend you never knew you needed. Anyway, after that restaurant, now we're all very full and tired, so we're gonna go to sleep. I'm just gonna brush my teeth, wash my face, and call it a day. That was part 2 of this travel journey. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, of course leave it a big thumbs up, because part 3 is coming next week. Remember to click that little subscribe button and the little notification bell so you get notified when it comes your way. Hope you have a lovely day, evening or night, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye from a tired Oksana. I'm just talking to myself at this point. I'm so tired. I know what I'm saying.